If AutoCAD is showing error code 65006, don't worry. In this video, I'll show you what it means and how to fix it step by step. This error usually happens during 3D modeling, especially when you're trying to union, subtract, or intersect solid objects. The good news is that in most cases, you can solve it without reinstalling AutoCAD or rebuilding everything from scratch. If this video helps, please hit the like button and subscribe for more quick AutoCAD tutorials. Alright, let's get into it. First, let's understand why this error happens. Error code 65006 is usually related to the Autodesk ShapeManager engine, which handles Boolean operations inside AutoCAD. When that engine runs into inconsistent attributes, non-manifold geometry, or tiny sliver-like pieces of geometry, it may stop the operation and show this error. In simple terms, AutoCAD is struggling to figure out how two solids should connect, cut, or merge. The first fix to try is what I call the micro-move method. Select one of the objects involved in the operation and move it by a very tiny amount, like 0.0001 units. The reason this works is because when two objects are perfectly aligned, the Boolean math can sometimes get stuck. By shifting one object just slightly, you break that exact alignment and give AutoCAD a better chance to complete the operation. After moving it, try the union or subtract command again and see if the error disappears. If that doesn't work, the next step is to clean the body. Type SOLIDEDIT and press enter, then choose body, then clean. This command removes redundant edges and vertices that can create calculation noise in your 3D model. Sometimes a solid may look fine on screen, but hidden geometry issues inside the object can trigger error 65006. Cleaning the body helps simplify the solid and makes it easier for AutoCAD to process. After that, you should check the validity of the solid. Again, type SOLIDEDIT, go to body and choose check. AutoCAD will inspect the object and tell you whether it is a valid ShapeManager solid. If AutoCAD says the object is not valid, then that part is likely corrupted or too complex for the Boolean operation to complete properly. In that case, you may need to rebuild that section manually or use a repair workflow such as exploding the object and recreating it with surfaces before turning it back into a solid. Another very effective fix is to simplify the geometry. If your model has heavy fillets, tiny chamfers, detailed threads, or very complex curved areas near the intersection, those details can cause the operation to fail. Try removing or temporarily suppressing those features first. Perform the Boolean operation on the simple blocky shapes and then add the detailed features back afterward. This is often the fastest way to get around the 65006 error when working with complex mechanical parts. You can also try scaling the model up. Select the objects and scale the entire model by 10 times or even 100 times, depending on the size of the geometry. Then run the Boolean operation again. Once it works, scale the result back down to the original size. This helps because very tiny rounding errors or microscopic geometry gaps can trigger the ShapeManager error when the model is too small. Scaling up often gives the engine enough numerical room to complete the operation successfully. If you are combining multiple objects, another smart approach is incremental union. Instead of selecting everything at once, union the objects two at a time. That way, if the error appears, you can identify exactly which object is causing the problem. Once you isolate the bad part, inspect that object more closely for invalid geometry, slivers, or intersections that do not make sense in 3D space. This method saves a lot of time because you are not guessing. You are narrowing down the problem step by step. If none of these fixes work, the final option is to rebuild the faulty area from scratch. It may take a little longer, but sometimes a single bad face or corrupted solid is enough to stop the entire operation. Recreating just that one portion can be faster than fighting the same error over and over again. So to recap, if you get AutoCAD error code 65006, try the micro move, clean the body, check the solid's validity, simplify the geometry, scale the model up, and union objects incrementally to find the problem part. In most cases, one of these methods will fix it quickly. If this tutorial helped, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next AutoCAD fix. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.